For the people that say love knows no color.
That's true. Because guess what? When I'm lying next to my husband,
Yeah.
or when we're having a conversation, his color doesn't cross my mind at all. Why do black women prefer to marry white men instead of their own? Guys, thank you so much for tuning in, wherever you are around the world. Today, I'm here with my daughter, Esther. Esther,
Yes.
welcome.
Thank you.
What are your thoughts? And please feel free to share your thoughts as well, because it will be so amazing to know what you're thinking. So, what are your thoughts?
My thoughts?
Yes.
I don't want to be petty. But you know what?
What?
I feel like it's better to answer this question in the proper mitenderas. Okay, in English, it's like in the proper ways, right?
Yes.
I've been with a white man before.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Why didn't it work out? If you don't mind sharing, just very briefly. Sharing is love.
Sharing is love. But you know, I feel like before I even like talk about my experience and why is that proper English? Why it didn't work? Why
Yes.
didn't it work?
Yes.
Yeah. I think I would want to fire you that question first. Why?
That's not
did
fair.
you? Why? Because you're the first example that we have. Why did you, as an East African black woman, date a white man? Is it because you preferred white men better than black men, or it just happened?
Oh, no. I didn't. No. What? You said, did I prefer? Of course not. I didn't prefer to get married to a white husband. And it was never my dream. But guess what? Love knows no color. Love knows no age.
That's a lie.
Love knows no status.
That's a lie.
And neither love knows any languages.
That's a lie.
Except
what? Except what?
Please comment below. Except
what? We want to know except what? But I think it's a lie. You know why I think it's a lie? Me, Natukunda Esther, if I wake up today and you find me with a white man,
yes.
trust me, it's because love knew that color was white.
Oh, bless you.
You know, also like I hear this thing so much like from probably majority of the times white people, and like, I don't see color. You came to me and you did not recognize I was black. For the people that say love knows no color.
That's true. Because guess what? When I'm lying next to my husband,
Yeah.
or when we're having a conversation, his color doesn't cross my mind at all. At all. Some of you who are in my situation, you
know.
understand.
Yeah.
I'm sure you do. It's like looking at your children. Yes, they're mixed race. But when I look at them, I don't say, oh, I've got mixed race children.
Yeah.
And their friends, the people they're hanging out with,
Yeah.
they're white or black. No,
or Asian,
I
yeah.
see them all as children. And wow, when
see.
you don't focus on the difference, because we're all same, except no cut. Because
What was coming out?
oh
Bring
my
it
God,
on.
my gosh.
You know what?
What?
Let me tell you some of the things why I think African women or black women in general prefer dating white men. Recently, I did a podcast. Yo, guys, I know there's this dark-skinned girl like me. And she's like, I prefer dating white men because they don't lie.
These men are always straightforward with love.
The white men.
Yes, the white men are straightforward with love. If he doesn't like you, he will tell you he doesn't like you. If he's just using you, at least from day one, you will know he was using you. Yes, and you go for it knowing that you're going for what you know. But
Be used.
yes, but a black man, he will let you.
Excuse me?
Oh, so white men lie.
Lie?
Apparently, white men don't lie.
Everyone can lie.
Oh.
White,
Black?
Asian,
They all
black,
lie.
you name it. They all
lie.
lie. And it's a choice to choose between telling the truth or lie. And when it comes to love,
Yeah.
lie is a no-go. We only lie to people we don't love. There is no, please don't associate color to
With
lies.
lying.
Because everyone lies. I've seen so many people, women, white women,
Yeah.
white men,
Yeah.
young, old,
Yeah.
lie. And you know what's so funny about it?
Yeah.
Is when someone is telling a lie,
That's true.
regardless of where they're from.
Lie
lie?
knows no color.
Oh, I love that.
Lie knows no color. So this entire fantasy that we have that, white men don't lie.
So
it's
going
a
back
lie.
to what I started with, love knows no color.
We shall see about that in the comment section. But yeah, tell us such a thing in the comment
Now,
section if
but
love
that,
knows no color.
except false love knows color. False love knows status.
Ooh.
Oh, he doesn't earn enough to
No, wait.
keep me pretty.
No.
So
No.
I'm not going to date him.
Wait. Every love knows status, honey. Every love should. Would you marry your husband if he was a hobo living on the street? Because of love. Oh, I don't care if he lives on the street.
Yes, I would have. Because God brings us our partners. If I met him on the street and that's our job, transformation. God knows exactly what you need. Right now, maybe you in front of a homeless man
And that's your
who
husband.
needs love. And oh my God, all they need is to get a home and show you what true love is. Maybe you live in a 2-bedroom house right now. After cleaning him up, taking him off the street, show him love. Because love never fails. Don't be surprised when you move into a mansion. Because that's the love I'm talking about.
I will not be
Have
delusional.
I answered your
no,
question?
Wait.
It's not being delusional.
Wait.
I'm talking about real
Real.
love.
The
When-
Lord himself, Jesus Christ, needs to come to me in my thoughts and in real day
Aw.
life. And he needs to send that dove that he sent when Jesus was being baptized to speak to me with that lighting. I say, Esther, thou, that hobo, shall be your husband. Besides that, no, I really think love knows status. But anyway, let's not deviate. And I'm firing you these questions because, hey, I'm representing all the African girls out there that literally think.
No worries.
It
no
is
worries.
okay.
Try me on because I'm one.
Period. Oh, yes. Kakati. Something else that I hear there in the streets of girls that like white men so much. But also, by the way, let's first talk about liking and fetishizing.
Yeah.
Do you think there are some African girls that fetishize being with white men instead of just naturally liking them?
That's a very good question. And I prefer not to answer it. Reason being, we are all so uniquely made. I can't speak for everyone. We are all... I can't say, this is your reason. Personally, I know my reason. The reason I married a white husband who is so amazing. Oh, sometimes I count my blessings.
Hallelujah.
He's such a good man that every time I see him, I think there must be lots of good men out there. For example, my son. Look, all my sons, there are lots of good men and good women. So, going back to the question, I can't answer for everyone. Personally, true love.
Everyone has a reason why.
Everyone has a reason why. And we don't have to know their reason. In fact, what's your reason? Everyone has a reason why. So what's your reason?
Anybody, let us know what your reason is.
No.
Because I'm not with a white man. I'm not with a white man. But I'm going to be honest.
Please
The
do.
time I dated a white man is because I actually fantasized about being with a white man.
Oh my God.
It's
didn't
true.
realize- oh, forgive me.
No, it is very true.
I need some water. My God.
And when he approached me, well, I didn't go out there looking for him. But then we're going to talk about like how girls, most especially in Kampala, girls actually go, in Uganda we call it kwetega.
Yes.
Like going to particular places because that's where white men are. But for me, I liked the idea of dating a white man even when I was very young.
Yes.
But how did we even meet? I think it was on a beach somewhere in Uganda, there in Entebbe.
Oh my
but
gosh.
still, when I was with the guy, I still had a fantasy still mindset, an excitement
I can
mindset that, oh
imagine,
my
yes.
God, right now I'm dating a white guy.
Was he as excited as you are?
until... Well, he didn't do me wrong, by the way. He just went back to Mississippi without telling me.
Oops. The red flag.
Anyway,
Red flag.
so...
Can I stop you there? Everyone, when it comes to true love, we know when true love isn't in existence. We
that's
know
true.
if he loved you, he would have told you in advance the day he was leaving to Mississippi.
It's okay. Oh, even my black exes
because
dumped
you
me
were
without
just
telling me.
fantasizing. Of course it's okay because...
That's...
Oh,
my
Lord.
fantasy got crushed. Anyway, I think another, let's say, mysterious, weird thinking out here of why African women get with white men is that white men are romantic. Is it true that white men are romantic?
You mean...
Are they more romantic than African men? By the way, do you think
that's
white men...
lie. Again, that's a lie.
White men, apparently, they are better than black men.
No.
No.
Who told you that? Anyone in particular, or social media, or people, television?
I would take you to a club somewhere in Uganda.
Please do.
If you find...
For just a couple of hours, because I'm no longer a party anymore. I'd rather stay at home
for study
with my
purposes.
lovely husband.
Period. For study purposes, there's a club in Uganda where a lot of white men come there. By the way, those white men be broke anyway. We move. No, because the reason why I say they be broke is because they don't do anything. I don't know if they're broke or because they know Ugandan girls or black girls are in particular desperate for them.
Or maybe they're fantasizing as well.
Oh, ooh!
Like you did once. Do you?
That's
Lots
true.
of people, especially young people, young black men, young black women, when they leave Africa and go abroad, UK, United States, any country, white country, they have fantasies like yourself.
And you know what's funny? For me, my fantasy, I even had it here. By the way, do you think... Oh my God, this is going to sound so wrong, guys. Because we have a fantasy. Well, I'm putting myself in that category as once a girl who had a fantasy about white men. But girls that want to be so bad with white men and they are desperate with a romance with a white person, we have a fantasy that white men, they will save us from our poverty lifestyles.
Again, that's a lie.
Because we think they're rich.
That's a lie.
I know that's a lie because I've seen so many broke whites.
Big lie.
Yeah.
When you get married or when you date someone white, let's say white or black or Asian, you name it.
Yeah.
They have lots of money, but you don't have a penny in your pocket.
Yeah.
They take you out to eat. They're not taking you out to eat for no reason. So ladies, girls, if you are male, our young men, an older woman, or young, so loaded with money.
Yeah.
Take you out, dress you up. Say, no, don't wear those trainers. About you, here is a pair. Don't wear that watch. Wear this watch. And you wear it. It's not
Just
for nothing.
Yeah.
So think again.
The expectations.
Now, some of you may ask, what should I do? Tell them to hold on to whatever they're offering you and pray to God. Tell them. Pray to God and say, let me.
You know, the thing is, for you to take this thing serious, us in this generation, our things are just enjoyment and go now. You know, there are so many African girls out there.
Yes, I hear you.
By the way, I'm not judging you. That just want to have a mixed child with a white man. And that's it. There are so many girls that I see that like, even if he just sleeps with me and leaves me pregnant and he goes.
Have you ever seen any, I was going to use the word ugly, any ugly mixed race children?
Oh my God.
Or you think, because some people say, that's an ugly black child. Have you ever seen an ugly mixed race child? Because ugly people, and surprisingly, when it comes to true love, what is ugly for you may not ugly for someone else.
Yeah.
You call someone an ugly. Oh, mixed race children are so pretty, they're so beautiful. Don't be surprised when you make one.
Who is ugly?
Who you will look at and think, oh my God, their hair texture.
Hey.
And yet, that is part of being mixed. Yeah.
Facts. So I think that entire notion of like immediately if I lay with a white man and then we make a baby, they're gonna be cute immediately.
Don't be surprised because God works in mysterious ways. Don't be surprised when every time they come to you, you close your eyes.
But no,
Oh my gosh.
that's crazy. Okay, another thing. We talked about the romantic part. Do you think white men are more romantic than African men?
Based on my lived experience, no.
Even
But
if,
let me explain why I said
yeah,
no.
yeah,
In fact, what do you think? You dated
a white man.
a white man briefly. What do you think? Do you think white men are more romantic than our black men?
According to my experience, I cannot generalize that black men are less romantic than white men because
Good.
let me tell you now.
Now you're talking.
Because let me tell you now. I've seen black men do things that I wished they were done for me for other women. You understand? So even
Not to you.
not to me.
That's love for you. True love for you.
Yeah.
But okay, continue.
So it's like I think it's not even about the race when it comes to romance.
No.
It's about does that person love you?
That's it.
Because if I was with a black man that I knew did the bare minimum, but they did the most for someone else. And I'm pretty much sure my white ex did probably more or less than another person. My Asian ex, probably they did more for me than someone, or they did less for someone and they did. You understand? So I really don't think it's, we have watched Titanic. Romeo and Juliet now. We know we shall sink in the Titanic together.
And die together.
He'll be like, Rose, hold up on my hand so I can tie you still.
Oh my gosh, I'm sweating.
No, that's what we think. That's what we really think. We think they will go miles for you. Oh my God, they will stir for you. We think they'll, and also.
And they will. But best on their uniqueness.
Yeah.
That's why there is that special connection, special divine connection, that when you meet the one, it doesn't matter whether they are white or black, you name it, doesn't matter what language they speak.
True.
When it comes to true love, wow. And also, going back to being romantic, you know what a man does to you and you call it romantic may not be for me. Do we agree?
True, yeah. Oh, yes. By the way, I put that note down. Because tell me some ways you think white men show love and some ways you think African men show love.
Oh, so many ways. Which generation are we talking about?
Huh?
The millennium or the Gen Zs?
Let's
Your
talk
generation.
My generation, I'm a millennial.
Okay, because you guys, we are your ancestors, you learn from us. Now, one example, many examples.
First pause there, ladies and gentlemen.
Many examples. So,
This is so juicy. We did not even get to introduce to you. Guys, this is Life Protectors Game. We literally talk everything about life. Yeah, and we just happened today to talk about love in particular, interracially. But go ahead. One example for now.
one example. My white husband just making me a cup of tea when he's making himself one.
Romantic. Well, and then black men, a way that they show romance.
The way they show romance. I'm going to give an example about my son and his wife. And this is real. This is true.
Oh, your son is married.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
Your son as a black man.
my son as a black man and with a black wife.
Oh, amazing.
So amazing together. Now, example. When we sat in the car once and we're having a conversation just between us, me and my son, this, that, this, and then he went, okay, ma'am, let me check with so and so. I won't call out their name.
Oh.
Let me check with her and see what she thinks.
Purr.
That
Yeah?
is wow. And that's what taught me again, over and over again, that they were both on the same page. When you are in love, you don't make all the decisions by yourself. You make them together.
He acknowledged his wife even in her absence.
That's it. And you know when to address anything that requires decision making. Are they going to say yes or are they going to say no? If they're going to say no, but you think it's so beneficial to miss, that's when
By the way, do you think?
probably,
True.
but not always.
Yeah. I think another way African men or black men in general, well, I would say African men because I've not had an experience with probably like a black Brit or an African American, but African men, you see, African men, when they wake up and leave that table money,
Table money, leaving it on the table.
we call it kameza money.
For what? With a note attached to it, let's say. For what?
No, they just wake up and leave money on the table.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Which table?
Ocean Media, where are you?
Special table. Does it have to be a special table?
He should tell us, Ocean, don't you leave money every day for your wife?
Please repeat that.
He said he just buys everything and he gives her upkeep. Period.
So that's the money that goes on the table.
So that's another way of doing the table money.
How often? Every morning?
Tell us.
Every morning. But not you.
Yeah.
That's my son. Guys. Huh?
That's nice. That's crazy.
That's so beautiful. Why not every day? And why not you?
Maybe it's a lot of money that he gives in probably every week. So you're married. Let us know.
Kameza
money.
Yeah. What? Why?
Yeah. That's true.
Okay, Kati.
Drum rolls.
Kati bakuyan kale, you explain because seriously,
Yeah.
kameza money sikafunangako kubanga I didn't date when I was in Uganda. I never had a boyfriend
great.
in Uganda. Oh,
Now I want
anybody.
to expose
Kale,
white
I
men.
have no idea.
I want to expose
Kameza
white
money?
men also. I will judge you white men if you don't leave kameza money. But ladies and gentlemen, kameza.
Tubulira oba kameza. No, we talk kameza ako. Oba kalina okubeera mu kifo.
Oh,
Kimu.
indeed.
Wentunula.
Yeah.
See the kameza money.
Yeah. African lessons 101.
Sorry, guys.
Something we call kameza money. Kameza is literally like a table. Something we call table money, money, is money in Ugandan culture that a man is supposed to leave each and every single day on a table for his wife. We don't care if the fridge is full. We don't care if the sugar is packed, so the rice is there, the matoke is there. Every single day you need to leave a
kameza
token
money
for your wife.
Do you receive kameza money? And if so, how much? Have you ever received kameza money? Or
From
it's
who?
just husbands who do that? Because if it's only husbands who do that, my baby, I pray that you get the one. Because I want to see your kameza money.
In Jesus' name. See,
Amen.
so
Can you share something,
Yeah.
one thing romantic that your ex-white boyfriend did?
okay.
Just one.
Let's start with
If there is
kameza
any.
money. Let's start with some table money now. So roughly what they're trying to say to us is kameza money, you have to leave it every day so it feeds your house. Right?
Okay.
The woman, the money that she needs to buy cooking oil, onions, tomatoes, rice, you need to leave that money. So that's what we call kameza money. You know what's funny? I'm thinking if a man feels like, I want to eat chicken today, now he needs to leave money that's enough for chicken. And if tomorrow he wants to eat silver fish, then he leaves little money. Because silver fish is cheap.
Oh, but don't worry about that because true love knows.
You see, this
When
thing
you
of
get
yours
to the
with
cash,
true love.
ask yourself, what would love do?
Wow.
And sometimes it's common sense. If you had chicken yesterday, of course you know it can't be chicken today. Excuse me?
See, the thing is,
And the little money confirms it.
Man.
So go buy something else.
if I end up with an African man, dear future African man, my kameza money, it better be a lot. Why? And you better make sure. Like, I wouldn't want to be there and then my kameza money, I have to buy it, to use it to buy like what you're going to eat or what we're going to feed the house. Just give me like a lot of money to do grocery shoppings for the month and then still leave me kameza money.
Every day.
Period. Why not? You can, right? Yeah. But that's one way African men show romance. And also like,
I love the kameza money.
Oh, yeah.
If you're not doing it yet, my son, you have your own reasons why you don't. And you know what? It will be so funny. I think I'm going to say this. Share this with my lovely husband and see if he will start giving me the Kameza money. Not that I need it, but hey.
Yes! Because I was about to ask.
Oh
so
my goodness.
white men, they don't know about like
The
leaving money every
Kameza
day?
money.
No?
Thank you for sharing. Remember, love is sharing. So guys, keep sharing.
One
Kala
romantic
kukatedeke.
thing. Yeah. He was never apologetic about showing me off. Like he never hid me. Like I feel like it's the only relationship I've had where someone was publicly okay with showing me off. All my black boyfriends hid me. I don't get it. Why?
And that's very true.
Was that ugly for y'all Negroes?
I agree. Wow.
But my white boyfriend, he literally showed me off. Like he would
Like
literally
a
hold my
badge.
hand.
Here
like,
I come.
We're going in
Here
the water with
we
together.
come. Me
we go
and
to
my
take a
Esther.
taxi. Yes.
Me and my Esther. Me and her.
You know?
And now that's the difference. Is it bad or good? I can't comment. Personally, I think it's okay. Some people want to show off. Some don't want to show off.
Does your husband hide you?
Oh, no. Do I hide him? Oh, no.
Would you want to be hidden?
Of course. Excuse me? Is that a question? Oh, my goodness.
Exactly.
Of course not. That's why I was going to say that where there is true love,
Yeah,
there is no
that's true.
hiding. You want to show everyone off because you know you've got the best girlfriend or the best girlfriend. You can have some, but wife, the best wife
That's
in
true.
the whole wide world,
Yeah.
or the best husband.
You know,
Always.
I want to know when African women get to overseas countries, European countries.
Yes.
Do you find it that they normally tend to be with white men, or it's a balance of white men and still their own?
Now that's again going back. If you remember correctly, you asked. And I answered, but guess what? Everyone is unique. You don't move abroad just to concentrate or to get,
You wish.
unless, remember what you mentioned that,
A fetish? Unless if you have a fetish. I feel like even if you don't have a fetish, let me tell you,
I
I had a mindset that if I get a white man, he will change my life. By the way, I'm so sorry. I still have, it's not that I still have that mindset, but I've told myself, if I'm going to date a white man, he better be better. He better outdo a black man. What a white man can do for me, he better outdo. Because I don't see the reason why I would get out of my rest to date a white man. And then you're doing less than what black men can do for me. You must outdo them so I can accept you.
now, wow, I'm so moved about what you said. Because, oh, wow, must outdo.
Yeah.
Must be on a higher.
Yes, if
That's
a
very
black
true.
man is going to marry me and then they're going to bring 20 cows, brother, you better be able to afford 40. Because I am not leaving my black men to come to you and you cannot outdo them. But also,
Yes.
man, I tell you, this thing is so real. Like some girls like me, we want to go to the UK and find a white Muzungu who is just going to give me papers, man. And black men, they are from the hustle in Africa. They can't do that for me now.
And then what happens when they've given you papers?
Yeah, now I can flaunt to my family back home that I'm with a white man.
And second question, do you think the white man with the papers is so stupid not to tell that you are with them for papers? Because when it comes to true love, there is no
Do
confusion.
you think they tell?
There are no lies. You can tell. It's like meeting someone and they say, oh, I love you and I can't sleep without you. I'll do anything for you. Really and truly. So
Do you think white men tell?
don't be surprised, because I've had lots of stories where people get married and within months or weeks or just before, they say, here is your indefinite to leave. They
Those white men are diabolical.
apply for divorce. Guys,
They understand the game.
it's been so lovely, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. Wow, wow, wow. You We got to go.
Right?
We got to go because
got
we
to go.
have somewhere to go.
We have somewhere to go.
Thank
but-
you so much for tuning in. Wow. Wow.
Don't kick the
we
people
talk some
away.
more.
Don't keep the people away.
I will end
want
this conversation
No.
of ours
No,
by
I want
saying
no.
white men, they are not better than black men. Neither
But
black men are better than white men.
But
Because we
wait.
are all so uniquely and wonderfully made.
By God, but wait. Before we end this podcast, guys, please remember to subscribe, comment, share. Let us know what you think.
Oh, yes.
Your expectations, your thoughts about this topic, and also the Love Protectors game.
Love Protectors
Let's
game,
talk
guys.
about it. How did you come up with it?
Well, to cut the story short, it all started when I was about 6 years of age. Every time my 8 siblings and I, it's 9 of us in our family, we went to my parents, mom and dad, with any life problem. Esther, any life problem regarding marriage, dating, school, work, you name it. They used to mention those 5 life principles that we call them in the game, which are, based on 5 life principles, I call them, which are true self-love,
Yes.
excellent communication, acceptance, unconditional respect, and unconditional forgiveness. With these 5, you can turn every life problem into a positive solution. And that's not all. Level 2, wow, you need your name. I don't know how long your name is, full name I'm talking about. When you enter it in level 2, it's got something magical that it does with any life problem.
We need to tell people where to find this app.
Where to find the app? You can find it on Apple Store and Google Play.
Ooh.
But remember, guys, to read the app description. Why do I say this? Because it's like buying a microwave, new microwave. You take it home, you start using it without reading the manufacturer's booklet. Excuse me? You can't use it properly.
Sure.
So remember to use the app description and become experts like me. If I can become an expert in turning every life problem into a positive solution, you can too. Let's be many experts around the world.
And we will see you in the next video.
Bye.
Bye.